here she is, the UFC strawweight champion, and of course China's first UFC champion, Zhang Weili. And she is so affable outside the octagon. She is anything but when that octagon door closes. Power in both hands. She's got the chin that allows her to manage risk and put herself in harm's way. She is a fighter's fighter, but also a fan-friendly fighter, and just a great ambassador for mixed martial arts in China. To keep it going, though, she's got to defend the title here tonight. Zhang Weili, ready to engage in another high-profile matchup here tonight. Here she is, big-time feel, no surprise there. The UFC Hall of Famer and former women's bantamweight champion, the great rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey is a box office hit. Every time her name sits atop the marquee, the stars come out.
Yes.
From her UFC debut with the quick submissions to Jean LaBelle standing next to the octagon with the timer. Everything was always a spectacle, and Ronda had the skills to back it up.
I remember being at weddings and bar mitzvahs back in 2011, getting texts from guys like Sean Shelby. Dude, you got to see what Ronda Rousey just did. And it didn't take her long to enter the mainstream, successfully defended the title several times. Ronda Rousey back and perhaps with a point to prove here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Zhang Weili. And now introducing your opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Ronda Rousey!
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. All right, early round action here, and a lot of people in the fight game believe that when all is said and done, Zhang Weili could go down as the greatest strawweight of all time. Her focus tonight, action, pace, pressure. She's not resting on her laurels and everything she's accomplished up to this point in time. She is looking for an explosive finish, and she wants to keep the judges out of things here tonight. All right, early round action here, and Zhang Weili not wasting any time finding a home for that right hand.
A beautiful right hand. You know, we saw this in the Jessica Andrade fight, her title-winning performance, where she overwhelmed her with that shot that put her out. Zhang Weili is a tremendous athlete, and when she explodes into this punch, she is as good as they come.
Rousey goes to the clinch here early.
Look at the control in the posture as that big knee lands. Nice looping punch.
So 1 minute into the fight, and look at these two warriors just going at it. She better be careful, though. You got to think gas tank might become an issue at some point.
The gas tank will become an issue if you fight so reckless. You cannot be this reckless in a fight inside the octagon.
All right, early on in round one, and she is able to get the ball pretty sneaky there to get the ankle pick.
Real quick leg kick.
Tries to mix in a takedown here. That shot blocked by Zhang Weili. Oh, nice counter jab to snap the head back.
And now some separation between the two athletes.
Beautifully timed and placed kick there by Zhang. Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. Nice liver shot lands.
She's got the single collar tie.
Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Pretty strong jab there by Rousey. One of her coaches, the captain, Eric Albarracin, has said Zhang Weili is the most gifted athlete he's ever coached, man or woman. And just misses with that big right hand.
She didn't like that one. That right hand did not. She did not like that one.
Oh, lands flush with the elbow.
Right to the single collar. She was able to close the distance, and now she's in her position. Beautiful takedown lands there.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. 3 minutes have elapsed here in round one. Gets back up. Good sign for her there. Well, we could be looking at an epic comeback here. She rocked her significantly, but wasn't able to finish the fight, and now her opponent maybe creeps back in.
Her opponent will now try to find a way to work her way back into this fight. It will be on her to once again land one of those punches to try to knock her out.
Late round action here. It has been all Zhang Weili on the feet, and a couple years ago you suggested she was the greatest athlete you had ever seen. I thought you were crazy. I don't think you're so crazy.
John, when you look at her, she has all the ability. She is so fast, she's so quick and explosive that when Zhang Weili gets rolling, she's hard to keep up with. Tonight she got rolling very early, and you see why she is the strawweight champion of the world.
Under a minute now to go in the round.
Whoa!
How about the judo toss there? Judo 101.
She's stepping over the mount here.
Side control. All right, half guard position for her here, and this is a spot where we've seen her have a lot of wild success in previous fights.
She has a tremendous amount of success from this position because she's so knowledgeable. She keeps the right side underhook, and she just goes to work with that left arm. She's posting and elbowing. She's building her posture and punching. There are just so many different ways for her to score strikes from this position.
10 seconds to go.
She is so dominant from the top position. Using a lot of good movement.
Second round, straight ahead. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so a huge moment for her in that previous round, DC, as we show you some of the highlights. The knockdown nearly closed the show for her.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on the knockdown because it looked like the fight was over. Now, is her opponent tough? Yes. But is her opponent smart enough to make the necessary adjustment as this fight goes forward?
You ready to fight? Ready?
Round two underway. Well, pretty good showcase for these two women in the previous round as our next round gets underway. Some risk management in the previous 5 minutes there.
This is a big moment for both of these fighters. Somebody is really going to have to make a decision that they are the one that's going to get their hand raised.
What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing her.
Well, She whiffs on the straight right hand.
As she evades, that chin's way high in the air.
Well, I'm not sure her hands, her striking has ever looked better. She continues to land with volume, with pace, with power.
Yeah, with pace and pressure. It's an overwhelming feeling being in there with her when she's fighting at this level. When everything's working, she is as good as anyone in the UFC. Tonight, she is at her peak level.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block a shot that's incoming.
That opened up a cut around her eye area. Got to shore up the defense.
Yeah, she's got to move her head. She has not moved her head effectively, and now she's dealing with the cut.
Rousey's back in half guard. All right, full guard here if you're the bottom fighter. Trying to prevent the half guard, I would assume.
Yes, absolutely. Trying to keep her in full guard, throw up some submissions to get back to your feet.
3 minutes to go in round 2.
You need to work. I'll stand this up. Just work.
Well, we haven't really seen her famed jiu-jitsu game just yet, but of course, if it's not broken, don't fix it, and she has realized a ton of success with her striking here tonight.
Every day, you have to get better. 1%, they say, as an athlete. She has shown that she got better every single day in her training camp because we don't see her chasing takedowns as desperately as we normally see. She is comfortable in the stand-up, and she is winning these striking exchanges.
Nice positional control here. She's got her back now, DC, and I don't mean she's like there to support her, right? She is literally on her back and in control of this fight.
She's in control of this fight. Look for her to start trying to slide that arm under the neck to finish the fight with a choke.
2 minutes now to go in round 2.
Come on.
Oh.
All right, take your time, relax, breathe. And relax for me.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over. Jonathan, he just gets up.
Lands with the ground and pound.
You gotta move.
Side control now. Rousey's back in full mount.
Oh, arm triangle. Arm triangle. Arm triangle.
Oh, she's got an arm triangle here and looks tight. Making all these shots count. Man, these women are putting on a show tonight. The crowd absolutely throwing tonight. Her opponent's hurt.
Beautiful placement on that hook. What a great job of finding such a massive shot. Oh!
All right, so her hooks have certainly been the big storyline in this one, DC. Give us a prediction. You think she goes back to it here?
She's absolutely going to go back to it. When I look at her fight, I think of John Lineker, where he just throws hooks to the body, hooks to the head. She does a great job of mixing up the target. And now as the fight has progressed, expect her to try to really sit down on one and end the fight.
Well, I think if I was a fighter, I'd probably be a headhunter, but she is not that, right? She's invested in the body, and she's done some pretty significant damage to her.
Huge shots going on right here.
And now left. 10 minutes in the can. All right, that's the end of the round, and the fighter has a cut on her nose, so that is something that certainly bears watching moving forward. Cut man racing in there. He'll try to seal that cut. She doesn't seem too bothered by it, but certainly something we'll keep an eye on here moving forward. Well, she is unrecognizable with all of that swelling. Let's see if we can isolate exactly what caused it.
What happened to her face, John? She's not the same person that we saw walk into the octagon. She has not been good defensive. She's got to change something. Maybe a takedown. She's got to limit the punches landing to stop all this swelling.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway.
Nice cover.
Oh, about that spinning elbow. Right to the head, that one landed clean. Going to the body now with the kick. That one is blocked, though, by Rousey. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one. Oh, right hand lands again for Zhang Weili.
Zhang Weili starting to feel it now, man. She's starting to get off of that right hand. She's throwing it more often now because she has found that she can land it at will.
Oh, she's cut. Go after. Go after. Finish it.
Well, it is not the worst cut we've ever seen in the UFC, but a lot of blood donation happening right here, right now, as her opponent continues to target that area.
Yeah, I mean, you have a fighter in front of you who is so disciplined, who is so sharp. You have got to get on your bicycle, you got to get on the outside, limit the damage, get between rounds, and then try to reset, because right now, this cut is only getting worse.
Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night long. Both of these women have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this.
Huge shot by her there, probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively. Oh, that was a really nice takedown. Nice.
All right, she's in the full guard here, DC.
She's gonna be looking to pass, try to get to the next position.
Well, Rousey's in half guard. Well, she's leaking a lot of blood now. That cut is getting worse with every strike land.
And the blood is flying. Her confidence is growing. She will continue to try and target that cut until someone has to come in here, ringside position, and stop the fight.
All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has a half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submission, or they're gonna lay on their back and just get beaten up from the top from that beautiful half guard position.
She's really accurate landing these strikes from top position. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Rousey's eye is closing up.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, looked like she got that one home. Another nice strike with the ground and pound.
A lot of consistency in her ground and pound striking now. This is a terrible position.
Under 2 minutes to go in round 3.
Nice transition.
Well, Rousey's right back to the full mount here. Man, these ground strikes by her are really starting to take their toll. And there it is again. Her opponent has not had anything resembling an answer for these ground strikes. Well, Rousey's back to the side control now. Ooh, she's setting up an armbar now.
She's starting to advance. It's very deep now. And now she has her back.
Rousey's able to flatten her out. I'm not sure she's going to be able to survive this position. Trying to stay heavy here as best she can. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Let's get in this fight. She can't hold you down.
30 seconds to go now. Nice ground strikes landed by her from top position now.
She continues to go here because it's working. Do not change anything.
Final seconds here. Well, Rousey's going for a choke. Oh, saved by the bell. Round over. And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is. So the submission attempt right at the end of the round, saved by the bell, back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round. All right, so that's the end of the round. Lot to like in there, DC, particularly when it comes to her offensive wrestling game.
She's evolving, right? She's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before. Now you watch her and she looks like an Olympian. She looks like a girl that can wrestle at the highest levels. She scored so many takedowns in that round. Her wrestling coach must be very proud.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 rounds. Huge connection by her there, DC, the seminal blow of this fight thus far.
Yeah, man, she landed a massive hook, and it has her opponent hurt bad. Oh, nice body shot.
All right, well, she's landed those hooks at a high clip here tonight. Actually, some fans are starting to call her Mrs. Lineker. I think it's a pretty good nickname.
Oh, it's a great nickname because they fight in the same style. She's very heavy-footed because she wants to get everything into that left hook, right hook, body hook, head hook. No matter where, she is just throwing those big digging punches all over her opponent's body.
Well, the hook has been her primary weapon of choice tonight. Let's see if she sets it up again here. Well, Rousey's taking aim at that cut right now, and they might even have to call in a ringside physician. Smart decision by the fighter to continue to attack that compromised area. Yet another strike targeting that already bruised area on her body. I'm not sure how many more of those she wants to take.
No, she needs to defend these. John, she's got to drop it.
He's had a huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight.
All right, nice job by her to sort of shift.
Oh, guillotine here. My God, she's got it very tight.
Oh, somehow she gets out.
I thought it was over, but that's one thing you know. Never underestimate these fighters in submission defense. Beautiful transition.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Rousey. And there she goes again, landed another strike on the ground. Rousey's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it.
Take your time, relax, breathe.
Under 3 minutes to go in round 4. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Ronda Rousey. Well, how urgent is this fighter down the stretch? She is really lighting her up now. She found her range in the middle of this fight, and she is making up for lost time. Well, the visible damage on her body really starting to develop. What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent's finish her.
Spinning back fist is there.
Nice high guard. Shows great defense.
Oh!
Oh, my goodness, she hurt her again.
Rousey gets caught with that punch.
She's done. It looks like it's over.
She got that single collar tie.
Oh, nice.
Zhang's kick is blocked.
She gets to the single collar tie. Look for her now to drive uppercuts up the middle to do damage on our opponent.
Lands a nice jab there. Shoots up by her there, probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class. She lands, and she lands very effectively.
Under a minute to go in round 4. vision, great defensive instincts by her there as she continues to block the majority of these shots coming her way.
Her hands are always where they're supposed to be.
Man, high volume of strikes in this round as she continues to land and pour it on. It's amazing that she has been able to maintain this aggression with her striking throughout this fight. This could do it.
She's getting up, yep.
Big left hand. What a round. All right, so there's the horn, one of the more exciting rounds you will ever see in MMA. They fought it on a napkin in the center of the octagon. Both women got knocked down. Got 60 seconds to recover now.
A ton of give and take action over the course of that round. Both were able to land. Both thought that the knockdowns that they got were the ones that was going to finish the fight. It did not happen for either. So how do they approach this next round?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round, forthcoming. All right, our next round is underway, and if you're a UFC fan and this is your first live event after a round like we just saw, you feel like this is the greatest thing you've ever seen in your life.
This is the greatest thing you've ever experienced. Nobody could expect these two young ladies to put on that type of round.
That'll do it. Zhang Weili with a massive highlight at the Garden. All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 18 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Zhang Weili.
Well, you see the raw emotions and the happiness out of her in her corner. What a result here tonight as she gets it done by knockout.
I mean, she could not have imagined that it would go this well. I know she said it would happen, but when it does, I mean, it's joy. It's joy like nothing you've ever felt before. You don't expect it.